Welcome back this morning. We're marking 4 years since the last American plane left Afghanistan in the Biden administration's disastrous withdrawal. One of those that we lost was Army Staff Sergeant Ryan Christian Canals, who was one of 13 service members killed at the infamous Abbey Gate bombing. His mother, Paula Canals Self, joins us now. Paula, first of all, good morning. Obviously, my condolences for your loss, for all of our loss, an absolute hero. And I'd love to just give you this moment to tell us about your son.
Ryan was very wise. He was very strong and brave. And he was definitely aware of the situation going on in Afghanistan because of the information that was given to his team as they were leaving for it. But in all of this, no one could have predicted how unstable Afghanistan would become in such a short period of time, that it would cause such devastation to so many.
I served in Afghanistan. I was injured in Afghanistan, and to be there, I'd give anything to have been there to help defend those folks, and obviously to try to keep our 13 heroes alive. But that is the nature of war. War takes lives, and it shouldn't. It's unfair and it's horrible. We had the Biden administration at the time of all this happening, and then obviously President Trump's come in with his second administration. This is President Trump reflecting on 4 years since the withdrawal.
We remember these great 13 souls, but we also remember the people that were so badly injured, our soldiers, 32 of them approximately. We understand that. It should have never happened, should have never been allowed to have happened.
Yeah, you know, President Trump says it should have never happened, should have never been allowed to happen, but it happened. And in hindsight, 4 years afterwards, do you feel like the Biden administration or the Trump administration has done enough or anything in your mind to avenge your son's death and to make sure something like that doesn't happen again?
Well, I'm not so flippant to say that, well, war is going to let people happen to die. War is war. But to see whether the Biden administration or the Trump administration is held more responsible, the question is, who is in charge and who takes responsibility for the withdrawal? And that answer is the Biden administration. So it's not just on one particular unit that failed. It's our entire administration at the time that failed us.
No, I love that you have a perspective none of us could even fathom, but I love that you say it's about who is responsible, who takes accountability. I know that your son would have taken accountability for the smallest and biggest mistake. That's what he was bred to do. That's what the Army taught him. That's what heroes do. And in the wake of losing 13 heroes, it would be nice to see just one leader try to be one, acknowledge a mistake, and for if no other reason to make sure something like this doesn't happen again. With the last few moments here, I'd love for you to tell us the best way that we can honor your son.
Well, we began a foundation called the Respect and Remember Foundation, and there are many excellent organizations and foundations across this nation. We're just one of many. But what we want to do is make sure that we are encouraging those who are junior ROTC cadets going in to say thank you with $1,000 merit scholarships across the nation in all of the JROTC programs. We have to stay connected to these men and women that are going in so they know how valuable they are, and that whenever there is a crisis, that there are people out in the community willing to and able to encourage them. There is nothing more important right now than our nation of 99% encouraging the 1%, holding us together for truly protection inside and outside of this country's borders.
Paula, thank you so much. We honor your son today. We remember him, and thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Army Staff Sergeant Ryan Canals was just 23 years old when he was killed in Kabul. We thank him for making the ultimate sacrifice, and we remember.